Shalom. This is going to be titled An Interview with the Rothschilds. Good evening, Mr. Rothschild. I'm a member of the Men of Valor camp, and through the Spirit, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Basically, I'd like for you, being a devil that you are, to give us a little bit more information on how you devils have the power to control the whole entire earth. So if you will bear with me, here comes my questions, and the people are waiting to hear these answers. First question. Are you devils pleased with the results you've achieved from your mind control tactics?
Oh, yes. Accurate thought is death to us. We cannot exist in the minds of those who think accurately. We do not mind people thinking as long as they think in terms of fear, discouragement, hopelessness, destructiveness. When they begin to think in constructive terms of faith, courage, hope, and definitiveness of purpose, kind of like you Israelites out there, they immediately become allies of our opposition, who these idiots in the world call God. I know you guys have his name. I'm not going to say it, but I know you have it. And therefore, those people are lost to us, you see.
Okay, cool. What about children and, the school system? Do you go about, how do you guys go about that? And also, maybe if you could touch on religion just a little bit after that.
Oh, yes. Oh, the school teachers, they help us gain control of the minds of the children, not so much by what they teach the children, as because of what they do not teach the children, you see. And that one thing is the truth. The entire public school system is so administered that it helps our cause by teaching children almost everything except how to use their own minds and to think independently. We the elites live in fear that someday some courageous men will wake up the whole entire world to who we are. And that's going to cause a deathly blow. And that fear is coming to fruition every single day we wake up. Like men like yourself and your fellow laborers out there who constantly push out videos, constantly going out to the highways and byways, constantly putting out this truth, you see. It's becoming a problem for us. But there will be solutions very soon. Because we're too proud and we'll never go down. We will never go down. You need to understand that.
Yeah, Mr. Rothschild, I got another question for you. Many people are under the impression, that the purpose of schooling was to help children to think, right? You wanna expound on that? Maybe give us a little answer on, the purpose of schooling maybe for the children and how they think.
Oh, yes. You see, the main purpose of schooling, let me see, how do I put this for you to understand? The system in most of the schools of the world does not carry out the purpose, you see. School children are taught not to develop and use their own minds, but to adopt and use the thoughts of others, you see. This sort of schooling destroys the capacity for independent thought, and that's exactly what we want. Except in a few rare cases where children rely definitely upon, their own willpower, or maybe the power of who you guys call God, that they refuse to allow others to do their own thinking for them, like all these other, thinkless zombies out there that we've created. You see, accurate thought, right, is a business of my opposition, of our opposition.
which is what you guys call the Most High. It's not mine. No, it's not ours. You see. So we use school as a means to take the minds and destroy them. We have curriculum, we have professors and teachers, and we've created a system where we can just suck the soul out of these young ones and lead them straight to the slaughterhouse. What's your next question? Well, Mr. Rothschild, my next question is, what relationship, if any, has your position, with the homes, the churches, what I'm saying, the schools, I want to know exactly what the difference is, because like people teach that they believe in God, but everything they do seems to be in accordance to how you, the devils, how you operate. So I want to know exactly how y'all do that.
Oh, yes. You're a very clever young man. Here's where, we make use of some of, our clever tricks, you see. But in other words, everything that's done has to appear as if it's done by the parents, it's done by the school teachers, and the religious instructors, even my opposition, you see. And why? Because this diverts attention from us while we manipulate the minds of the young, you see. When religious instructors try to teach children the virtues of our opposition, who is the Most High, they generally do so by frightening them with our names. Predominantly our spiritual counterpart, demon Satan. Okay. And we use him through the spiritual realm, and he uses us in the physical realm, you see. And that is all we ask of them. We kindle the flame of fear into proportions which destroy the minds. You see, it destroys minds, and it also destroys the child's power to think accurately, you see. In the public schools, the teachers further our cause by keeping the children so busy cramming non-essential information into their minds. They have no opportunity to think accurately or to analyze correctly the things their instructors teach them. You see. All right, Mr. Rothschild. I got another question. Why don't you go ahead and, tell us a little bit more about the methods that, you devils use, to cause people to go off. You see? Because, Jake is kind of, tender-minded, meaning they soft in the mind, in the brain. They don't think too hard. See? So like how you guys take advantage of that? Oh, we cause people to drift. You call it going off. We call it drifting, you see. We cause people to drift on every subject through which we control. We control the independent thoughts and actions, you see. And there are several ways we do that. I will go ahead and explain. Bear with me. You take the subject of health, for example. We cause most people to eat too much food. Hence, we have America being so obese. You have to have the slaves not thinking. You see. So we cause them to eat too much food. And the wrong sort of food, might I add. Oh, they're so stupid. And this leads to indigestion and destroys the power of accurate thought, you see. Now, if the public schools and the churches taught children more about proper eating, they would do our cause irreparable damage. And we will not stand for that.
Oh, no, we will not. Mm-mm-mm. Another way, we cause people to go off is by dominating their thoughts and their minds, you see. You understand that people who are not in the truth, those who are not of the elect, they belong to me, they belong to us. That's about 98% of the world's population. They are all under the vibration of us devils. Esau, Edom. And only 2% understand the words that are being brought out by those prophets who go out there week in, week out. 2%. Now, I believe there's a precept in your book, your scriptures, that talks about the amount of people who are going to be saved compared to those who are not going to be saved. And I believe the analogy given there is that it shall be as like a drop of water in a bucket compared to an ocean and things of that nature. But if you crunch it down to the numbers, 98% will be dead, 2% will be saved. Over 7 billion people on this planet Earth. Think about it. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Where was I? Oh, I think you were talking about, how you control their minds. Oh, right, yes. So, we cause them to drift into the habit of thinking negative thoughts, you see. And then this leads to negative acts and involves people in controversies and fills their minds with fears. Thus paving the way for us to enter their minds and control it, you see. We do so by appealing to people through negative thoughts, which they believe to be their own thoughts. We plant the seeds of negative thought in their minds. We do this through the pulpit, the newspapers, the moving pictures you call TV, the radio, and all other popular methods of appeal to the mind. Basically, worldly shit. We cause people to allow us to do their thinking for them because they're too lazy and too indifferent to think for themselves. They will never read the scriptures to find out the truth. And we have beaten their minds in so much that they wouldn't even believe everything you tell them. They'll believe me, my lies, because it sounds good. Oh, another way we get them, it's occupation. We teach people to become drifters by causing them to drift out of school into the first job they can find, with no definite aim or purpose except to make a living, to survive. And they believe they will survive. Oh, it's so much fun. And through this trick, we keep millions of people in fear of poverty all their lives. And through this fear, we lead them slowly but surely onward until they reach the point beyond which no individual ever has broken the drifting habit. Have you heard of intoxication unto death? Have you heard of drug overdoses? They don't return. Oh, I also like to destroy marriages. Look around you. Adultery is rampant. Sodomy. All types of abominations, wickedness. Hey, amongst your people, you Israelites, yes, the truth is out. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you see, And anyone whose spirit goes back to the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who might be scattered abroad. You guys talk about this all the time. Israelite foreigners. If they were to wake up to the truth, it'll be a big problem for me. And that is why we do our best to always keep them distracted from the truth. So here's one thing we do. We cause men and women to drift into marriage without plan or purpose designed to convert the relationship into harmony, like how your God created it to be. Going back to the book of Genesis, he explains that. You see, here's one of our most effective methods of converting people into the habit of drifting or going off. We cause married people to bicker and nag one another over money matters. We cause them to quarrel over the bringing up of their children. We engage them in unpleasant controversies over their intimate relationships and in disagreements over friends and social activities. We make them jealous of each other. Social media, one fucker. We keep them so busy finding faults with one another that they never have time to do anything else long enough to break the habit of drifting. That's what we do. We also like to hit them, like you say, in the pockets. That's how you have a slave. Keep them working on and on and on, even in their savings. We cause people to spend freely and to save sparingly or not at all, until we take complete control of them through their fear of poverty. Even the environment that they live in, we cause people to drift into inharmonious and unpleasant environments in the home. Hence, we've created places like the ghettos, the projects, the bad living conditions where you have rats and trash in the streets right next to your apartments. You have no trees. Every step is a road and a street. You have gang members shooting each other up. You have drugs in the community. These are all things to create an inharmonious and unpleasant environment. And then who do we have in there? You Israelites. So you're going to have unpleasant environments in your home and in all their other places of occupation, in their relationship with relatives and acquaintances, and to remain there until we claim them through the habit of drifting. So, Mr. Rothschild, basically, you damn devil, basically you're admitting that all the hell that the whole world is catching is because of Yah. You're basically admitting to the fact that you're just a damn devil, man. All right, Isaiah 14. As a matter of fact, let me get that.
Oh, no, no, no. Do not bring out that thing. Don't, please. Oh, no. If you would like to have more information, you can come back another time, but definitely do not bring that sword with you. Oh, no, no, no.